Hi, welcome to this video on learning to speak Japanese. Japanese script is difficult to learn, but spoken Japanese is not that difficult. If you have a business requirement to visit Japan, it may be helpful to learn to speak a little bit of Japanese. Though this course may not help you to conduct any serious business, it will enable you to do more than survive. The focus on this lesson is in greeting people. Greeting is a very friendly gesture. It generates goodwill, and these are also very short standalone phrases which are easy to start with. Who am I and how am I qualified to teach you? I am an Indian and learned spoken Japanese nearly 20 years ago. I visited Japan many times on business. I recently checked out the videos posted by many native Japanese speakers on YouTube. I felt a foreign learner's perspective may be desirable, and hence ventured to post yet another course of my own. There are similarities between Japanese language and Indian languages. They are phonetic. Their grammar structure is similar. On the other hand, English language is not phonetic and its grammar structure is very different. So, I guess I bring you the benefit of a foreign learner's perspective and the benefit of having used two grammar structures parallelly day in and day out. Still, since I am not a Japanese, there may be some errors. Use this lesson for its advantage and have it supplemented by learning from others. Children learn languages easily. Adults find it difficult. If you have a lot of inhibitions, it is difficult to learn. You must utter these phrases loudly with your family members and friends. In this initial phase, you need not even bother about the appropriateness of the context. Often, you can make it humorous and have fun. Try and teach others if they are interested. Slowly shift the usage of these words to the appropriate context. In this course, we will spell Japanese words using English language characters. This Roman character-based expression is known as Romaji. In Indian languages, we have many hundreds of characters, while in English we have only 26 characters. Basically, we have vowels, consonants, and their combinations. Among vowels also, we have short vowels and long vowels. In English, the vowels have a different sound in different words. While reading Romaji, you must focus on learning the only sound the vowels may have. Here are the vowels. They are pronounced as A, E, U, A, and O. The order in which I have written them here is different from the order in which they appear in English language, but this is the order in which they appear in the Indian languages. Now, if a single letter has been used, it's a short vowel. If the same letter has been repeated, it will be a long vowel. The long vowels will be A, E, U, A, O. Now, let me give some examples of the sounds as in English language for the benefit of our learners who need to use English language to learn this. A is pronounced as A. A as in America, Antarctica. I is pronounced as E. E as in, integer, improvement. U is pronounced as U. U as in Uganda, Urdu. E is pronounced as A. A as in elephant, Ethiopia. O is pronounced as it is, as O, as in Ontario, ozone. Now, there is also a nasal sounding N that is often used. We will refer to it at the appropriate context. Many hard sounds are sought to be softened in Japanese. T and D in the Romaji representation are pronounced as if we have TH and DH. For example, Tokyo is actually pronounced as Tokyo. Similarly, Honda is pronounced as Honda. You may observe that almost all Japanese words end with a vowel. Some of these words, for example, des, gozaimasu, shimasu, end with a U when written in the Romaji script. Remember, U is the English letter U. This letter in this place is silent. We don't pronounce these words as desu or gozaimasu or shimasu, but as des, gozaimasu and shimasu. All verbs have a masu form. In this form, the U at the end of the verb is silent. Now let us move on to some forms of greeting and taking leave. We will take up 9 phrases for discussion. I will be elaborating on these phrases in the next lesson. Since YouTube has a limit of 10 minutes per video, I will be quickly introducing these phrases and their equivalents in this video. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa is for good day. It's normally used between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. in place of good morning and good afternoon. Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu is for good morning and is used before 9 a.m. Konbanwa. Konbanwa. Konbanwa is for good evening. It's used after 5 p.m. Note the nasal sounding N in this. Konbanwa. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai is for good night. Moshi moshi. Moshi moshi is not in the same class as other greetings I mentioned above. It's actually the hello you use in telephone conversations. Moshi moshi. Shitsurei shimasu. Shitsurei shimasu. This is for excusing yourself before hanging up a telephone call or for leaving a meeting. You want to excuse yourself because some conversation is still going on and you have another work and you want to excuse yourself and cut it off. Deva is equivalent to well, then. Mata is for later, such as see you later. Sayonara is for goodbye. Now I will pronounce all the phrases once again. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. Konbanwa. Konbanwa. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai. Moshi moshi. Moshi moshi. Shitsurei shimasu. Shitsurei shimasu. Deva. Deva. Mata. Mata. Sayonara. Sayonara. That brings me to the end of this video lesson. I will continue this in lesson 2. You now know 9 phrases in Japanese. I will be elaborating on these 9 phrases in the second lesson. If you have enjoyed this, please leave a nice comment and encourage me so that I will post more lessons. Thank you. Deva Mata.